And looking back, I should have did more research. I hated this.
This is why you need curtains, ladies and gentlemen. This is why.
Hey homegirls! Do y'all remember when we did the bookshelves together and we decorated them? I'm obsessed with this project. I love how it came out. But I really felt like this project would not be complete without doing the fireplace. I don't know, the fireplace, the Bill Gray fireplace, it's not giving. I don't like it. If it was up to me, I probably would rip out the whole thing and just start fresh. But you know what? We have budgets. We like to save our coins over here. So I figured, why not make this like a statement in a moment? So my inspo initially was something like this. I really wanted to give it like stone type of vibe, but the stone almost looked like a lime wash type of stone or like a matte finish. I don't know. My vision was something completely different than what this project actually turned out to be. Of course, we went with finishing touch for this project. I love finishing touch. I feel like the professionalism, the craftsmanship is just always on point. The owner of this company is just really just professional and just does a really good job. You see the material in the mud room. You see the material in my dining room. And now he's going to do the fireplace, which we had some hiccups, I ain't gonna lie. And honestly, like, we went through it with this project. I ain't gonna hold you. About halfway through the project, my contractor was like, maybe we should do a Venetian plaster to give it that stone look that you're looking for. Now, I will say the Venetian plaster can be a bit more like shiny, which I didn't realize, but it happened to be like a happy accident because again, I was going for this more like lime wash, matte stone look. So we did some swatches and I ended up just choosing like a random color because we were kind of pressed for time. I didn't really do my research for real, like I should have probably did, on like what actual finish do I really want and what colors do I really want. And looking back, I should have did more research. I should have took a little bit more time to do that, but that was definitely a lesson learned for me. So we started with this color and they did the work. I thought I liked it and it actually dried completely. I hated this. When I tell you, it just gave Big Bird. It gave Big Yellow. It was ugly. And I really feel like the color would be nice in a different space, but just not my space. It's too many cool tones going on. It's not the vibe that I'm looking for and going for. And I was definitely sad about it because I was like looking forward to this project. Again, it was starting to look okay in the beginning. And then like once they actually buffed it out, because Venetian plaster, by the way, it's like a whole process. You have to like put it on the wall, let it dry, you gotta buff it out. It's just like a whole thing, right? So once they did everything and it dried and everything was complete, I was just like, I hate this. I don't like this at all. So he came back and he did another color and I decided to do a little bit more of a safe color. So going for like a more neutral kind of gray color. I think it was called like charcoal or something like that. I don't know, I'll put the color in the description box, but yeah, this color was a lot better and I just decided not to take this color all the way up on the wall. To be quite honest, I probably should have because it's actually a nice color, but I was afraid of like hating the color again and having to go through the entire process. But I just decided to do agreeable gray on the walls and then the Venetian plaster on the actual fireplace. But it came out good overall. Again, I do wish I would have done a little bit more research on my colors and like the finish that I truly wanted and desired, because I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking like maybe we just get some paint and paint it, but then I'm like, oh, like just painting it really is not what I want. I want that stone look, and that's why my contractor, you know, recommended Venetian plaster. But I think in actuality, looking back, if I could redo the project again, I probably would have done maybe more like of a lime wash color. I think is really genuinely what I was looking for to, again, give it more of this matte faux stone look. But I also really love the Venetian plaster. I don't know if Venetian plaster really has a different finish, to be honest. I think all Venetian plaster is like pretty shiny for the most part, but I think if they had more color options that I actually like, it probably would have gave more along the lines of the original inspo that I really wanted. But that's neither here nor there. I actually feel like this project was a nice happy accident, if I'm being honest, and it's something that I probably wouldn't have chose, and I like it. I think that it gives a really nice elevated look in the living room. It's a lot better than what Big Bird was looking like because I just didn't like the vibe. So I'm excited to decorate the mantle for like Christmas and just like all the holidays that we got going on. And it looks a lot better than the Build-A-Ray mantle that we started with. That mantle was a hot mess. Anything is better than what we had before. But lesson learned, a very costly lesson learned, okay? Just make sure you do your research. You're very certain that you know what like finish that you want for things, what material, just like truly what you genuinely want things to look like. Cause I just don't know what I was thinking. I was just ready to get rid of that fireplace, but we got rid of it. I really love how it came out. And like I said, it looks completely better than what we started with. I feel like with the living room, we really need to add just a different curtain. I actually originally had blackout curtains in the living room. While I love this like material and the color, because I really love the color of these curtains, I feel like they give the room this nice vibe. It matches very well with like the cool tones and warm tones that I have going on in the room. It just was not working. It's never a good idea to have blackout curtains in the living room.
All right, it is finally time to do something with these curtains. So again, I really love these particular curtains, but for the room itself, I really want the rod to be touching the ceiling. So these curtains are not gonna work. I love the color though, and I'm really sad. I'm kind of scared the color that I got for the room just is not going to really match. But you see the curtains that we have now, they almost hit the floor, but not quite. So I really just want to, again, move the bar up and then have curtains that really just like kiss the floor at least. So we're gonna remove these, and I feel like this area over here where the breakfast nook is needs curtains. I just don't like how this looks. It just looks very blah. So we're gonna install some curtains here to kind of dress it up. I'm probably gonna use this old rod that we have over here and bring it over here, and then we have a new rod that is gonna essentially be extended a little further so we can really kind of give this dramatic effect. But a little scared about the curtains. We'll see how they actually work. Let's remove these. We as in Dante. He's watching football right now, y'all, and Nova is going through it. Anyway, if you're a pet parent, you know what that diaper means. But let's remove these curtains and put the new ones up. Let's go, babe. Ooh. Lord Dante. Oh my God. That was a rookie mistake on my part, but I highly recommend getting light filtering curtains just because you want as much natural light in your living room as possible in your space. So I decided to purchase some light filtering curtains on Amazon. While Dante finishes hanging the curtains, I'm going to pleat all of these. There's quite a bit of them. So I got these from Two Drapes, by the way. They're kind of like similar to, what's the other company called? Two Pages on Amazon. This is like the dude because I like Two Pages. Actually, I have Two Pages in our dining room, but Two Pages is expensive, honey. It's expensive. So we went with Two Drapes, the knockoff version. But these are really pretty. So also football's in the background. It's football season, it's fall. If you know, you know, like trying to get your husband or significant other to do something during football season is an act of God. But he is watching and working. Mainly watching. Are you done? Okay. Also, look how long this curtain rod is, y'all. It's super, super long. But absolutely love this color. I'll leave everything linked down below so you can shop it if you're interested. And I figured this would be a great opportunity to take the curtain rod a little bit further, like as close as possible to the ceiling. So y'all know I had Dante to do it. I had Dante to get it together, and like he delivers every time with just kind of some of the handiwork for the projects around the house. Y'all, why did I break the tape measure? It tells you to stop. No, the tape measure. I did not stop. So now, I'm trying to figure out how I can get it back in here. So I was trying to measure the main wall because I think the last rod we had, it was about, I want to say 180 inches. So I found one on Amazon that goes up to 240, so I feel like that should work. But in me measuring, I just pulled it out too far. So now, I don't know if I can get this back in here. It did say stop, so probably done point, but that's neither here nor there.
I think we have another. We have another one, right?
This is evidence that curtains make everything better, because look how like just plain and blah the living room looks. Granted, the living room, if I'm being honest, like it's not completely done. I know it probably seems like it is, but there are other things I want to add and we're adding them slowly. But curtains make a huge difference, as you can see. Like it just looks so blah without the curtains. This is why you need curtains, ladies and gentlemen. This is why.
It's been a long day, y'all. My hair look a mess. I look a mess myself. I'm getting these curtains done today, so please just excuse how I look. I don't even know if this is, and my camera is doing some like weird stuff when it comes to like focusing. I gotta figure that out. And this was a good opportunity for us to add curtains in the breakfast nook, because I just feel like the breakfast nook was kind of missing something for the longest. I just didn't like how bare it looked. I need something that makes it feel a little bit more cozy and just like a little bit more grounded, and the curtains did the trick. We hung them close to the ceiling. We did with the ones in the living room, and we just used the black rod so they can look uniform, as well as the same curtain. Now I will say, with the curtains that we did get from Two Drapes, they do come with like these little plastic holders for the rings, because I wanted this more like pleated look for the curtains. Let me tell you about these rings. The plastic holder essentially that helped make pleated look that came with the curtains, I highly do not recommend using those. Instead, order some little clips. So black clips, I'll leave them down below in the description box, that you can place within the holes of the curtains and clip them onto the rings to, again, still get that pleated look, but allow them to stay on the rings. Because when I tell you, anytime Nova just like walks by, because Nova's curious, she loves curtains. She has this weird thing where she likes hiding behind the curtains or laying on them, which she's not supposed to do, of course. I try to definitely encourage her not to do it, but anytime she like walked by them or tried to mess with the curtains, they were falling, a whole panel falling down. So I'm like, this is not gonna work for me. So I got clips, because I was like, I'm trying not to give up on the pleated look. I really want these curtain rings. I really like the vibe and the look of it, and the clips did the trick. So I'll leave them down below in the description box, but it came out so beautifully. I feel like between the fireplace and the curtains being added in the living room and the breakfast nook, it's just really bringing everything together in this space. I do have a couple more things I do want to add to the living room to like make it complete for real. Of course, we need to do some interior painting, but the last couple things I do want to add in here is a sofa table and a little like floor lamp in here, just to really just bring it all together, you know what I mean? I do want to add new pillows and kind of spruce up the coffee table a little bit more, but once I do those little things, I feel like the living room will really be complete in a sense, and I can kind of really focus my efforts more on our primary bedroom, our office, even the guest room needs a little bit zhuzhing up, you know. I just really want to like focus my efforts on other spaces in the home. There are a couple things I do want to add, but I think for the most part, it's looking pretty good. All right, that's it for this house to home episode. Hope you all enjoyed this episode, and I am just super excited. We have another one coming, a really fun episode coming. We're gonna be doing the patio. The patio, as you can see, has, look, it's dated. We love those patio chairs. They've been with us through like our apartment to our now home, but it's time for a little facelift, child. It needs a little TLC. So stay tuned to see how the patio makeover came out.